Hey, but your boy 42 Dugg
shout out to 42,
50
man.
Cent. 50 Cent jump out there, say, hey, 42, he has a whole Instagram post saying that he knew his pops or he been knowing 42 Dugg and saying 42 Dugg regrets paying $100K to Big Meech. And 50 said, you know, Dugg, we tried to tell you, but you always was hard-headed, blah, blah, blah. 42 Dugg responds and says, man, show me the paperwork that he's a rat or shut the fuck up talking to me about it. You can't make me go against Detroit. So 42 Dugg is standing firm with Big Meech until proven otherwise. What's y'all takes on that?
I think that's some real nigga shit to do.
Detroit niggas be different. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them niggas, a lot of them niggas be solid, in my opinion, from the things that I know or the few amount of Detroit niggas I ever met in my life. Them niggas was thorough. So he's supposed to support, at the end of the day, like we keep saying, niggas keep talking about all this work and shit, but we still ain't seen it. They're gonna say whatever they got to say to run with the narrative, but niggas wasn't running with the narrative until 50 did it. None of these niggas was actually giving a fuck. Now Meech is the topic of discussion. They was just praising this nigga. Don't forget, a few months ago, Big Meech coming home. They was ready to go to his parties too. All these motherfuckers. It just show you how quick motherfuckers will turn on you about anything and how easily people can be influenced by somebody else without no type of facts. It don't matter.
And I'm taking my relationship with somebody over how somebody else views them. So you might say, dude is this, and that. But if I fuck with him and I know him to be a solid individual and there is no paperwork on bro, right? Then I'm going to take that at face value and hold that higher than some nigga over here just trolling or just saying some shit that, again, we don't have no proof over. So as a man, when it comes to a relationship with somebody else, friendship, partnership, whatever it is, if we've been 100 the whole time and I don't have no proof of you being a snake or any type of bullshit, then that's what I'm going to go off of. I'm not going to go off of hearsay ever.
You know what I mean?
So
and I'm going to laugh if, like I said, we was talking about earlier, if 50 is running another play just to get the amount. If he's able to still make money even after he's cut this nigga off, because he's still going to better make money off of this nigga's life with this woman, depending on that. But so if he runs a whole narrative with her, because we all know she's a snitch, and if he runs the narrative of her giving her whole story about her experience with BMF and it don't come out that he's a rat, everybody gonna look goofy.
No, facts. And these are 50's exact words. He asks 42 Dugg, your daddy, my ninja. I love you and cheese because of Q. You made a mistake giving Screech $100K. You could have given that to your ninjas. You always been hard-headed. What the F?
And he like LOL, he laughed at it.
He DM'd him. He says, I'm not going to blow you up, bro. Hold on.
That's what 50 said?
No. This was I'm going to DMs. The damn thing switched off. He said, I'm not going to blow you up, bro. But Cuffy Nephew said he has the audio of him and 42 Dugg on a three-way with Meech. They're about to drop it. Of him confronting Meech. He said Meech was down bad, so he sent money to him, and Meech put him with Tammy. He got records to prove it. Confronting him saying what, champ? Of him setting up Cuffy to originally get out early. Dude gave real life and then it's cut off. But I guess that was the DM that 50 put out there.
That sound like some bullshit, though.
That sound like cap. What nigga
all this shit going on, why would he even talk to the nigga that's the main nigga smutting him? Is Cuffy, right?
No, I'm saying whoever he was.
No, I'm saying he said he was on a three-way with Cuffy Nephew,
no,
right?
let me see.
Yeah, you just read that. You said Cuffy Nephew and 42 Dugg. Why would he even talk to this nigga?
If that was the
no,
case.
he's saying Cuffy Nephew said he has audio of him and 42 Dugg on the three-way with Meech. Yeah, Cuffy Nephew.
Yeah, so
of
why
him, Cuffy Nephew and 42 Dugg on a three-way, and apparently Meech is on a three-way talking about
make it make
how
sense.
he set up
Make
Cuffy.
it make
That's
sense.
retarded.
If 42 Dugg just said what he said, why would he even put Meech in that position? And Meech is not gonna call that nigga just to holler at him about what?
Why would he be on the phone talking about, hey, this is giving them niggas the whole rundown how he set somebody up too?
Right, like, oh, thank you for this $100K. Hey, this how I got Cuffy to his nephew.
That don't make sense.
Like,
Yeah,
come on, cuz
right.
it seemed like they just throwing gum at the wall until it stick. He just went to the boy today to have a paperwork party, 1090 Jake, and who the fuck made him the paperwork king of the industry? Like, you went to a white boy to drop paperwork on a ninja. That's already a disgusting look to me as it is. But at the end of it, the conclusion was it was still up in the air. Nobody had no facts from that paperwork party that Meech actually said anything.
It's a lot of he says, she said.
So it's like you just spreading rumors until the public just believe it.
They gonna do so much to where it's gonna be like niggas gonna get tired of hearing it and then realize like, oh, y'all just on bullshit. Because You're putting out so much. What takes so long to put the work out? Y'all keep saying y'all getting all this evidence on this nigga, and why are y'all not putting it out? And this is here to go. These niggas still be associating with people that they know is rats. So it's like y'all, it's like a two-edged sword. Because if you keep associating with rats, then obviously you condone the rat shit too.
And it's like you done pulled how many times y'all done pulled paperwork or somebody done an interview and there's still nothing. We done seen other people 1090 Jake done expose and it was right there. Proof was in the pudding. So at some point, y'all got to come with the actual cold hard facts. Otherwise, you just trying to make a story out of nothing.
If they don't come with the facts, I'm going to look at it as internet games and niggas getting money. Even though they're sabotaging Meech's real life, people are just monetizing off this nigga's life at this point with the negativity.
Yeah, I think, didn't even 1090 Jake have paperwork on himself?
He did, yeah.
So it's like, how you got a nigga who got paperwork on himself throwing paperwork parties? That's already a conflict of interest. It's compromised from the jump. But with this amount of attention being put on Meech week in, week out, like you said, I wouldn't even be surprised at the end of all of this. It was a play for the next season, for the book, for the movie, for the tell-all interview. I mean, I don't know. It's really disgusting at this point. I don't give a fuck either way. I don't know, cuz. We just report the news as it happens. But, 50, he relentless. He's not letting up. He's dragging more and more people into it, trying to turn more and more people away from Meech, the same way he did when Ja Rule had the New York record. It's like, oh, y'all giving him verses? Well, I'm about to go at all of y'all. I'm going at Jada. I'm going at Fat Joe. I'm trying to get everybody away from Ja. So 50 pretty much has the same tactics no matter what since day one. Oh, you standing next to Meech. I'm going to throw a little stain on your jacket to get you away from Meech. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, because once you isolate him, he loses any type of motion or any power. And once you isolate a man in that sense, he can't. It's nothing you really can do when it's wartime. Because that's why Meech really, if he's smart, he's going to put himself in a lot of different circles. So 50 will never know where he coming or where he going to be at. It's easy to move the way he moving now, but Meech got to learn how to play chess. He was a smart nigga. You couldn't get to a level that Meech got to and be a dumbass nigga. This is what people don't fail to realize. So even though he's sitting back, he has to have some type of mindset to understand what his next move should be.
This is why I'm kind of lost with how he's going about the situation. Because it's like, bro, you do 20 years in the feds, usually you get out, your mind is razor iron sharp. And on top of that, it was already sharp to even start BMF, to have Crips, Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords, BDs from different states all in the same tribe and all on one accord for that long, grossing that amount of money. You a chess player. So the way that he's coming at this, I'm a little taken back and surprised. I would think he would have been more on his P's and Q's with it, going, shit, I'm a federal penitentiary nigga. I was in the feds for 20 years. I'm ready. Here goes my paperwork. Case closed. So what are we talking about?
You don't think he trying to catch up to the times at this point? And then also he might be like, in a way, freaking out. Like, damn, he don't know how to deal with all this shit. I don't feel like when he went in, it was nothing was like this. So he got a million niggas coming at him a minute talking about you a snitch, you did this, you did that. Yeah, it's like, well, how else am I supposed to react?
He was on the Smack DVDs. He was at every party, every club. So they used to having the limelight, but never the social network.
Yeah, I think the social network, he probably, if he's smart, he's not going to be on the internet as much. But I just think he does need time to adjust back to reality, like of just living back normal. Because regardless of how much you study and how sharp your mind can be, you still will unconsciously have, what do they call, you'll still be institutionalized a little bit. 20 years, you're going to be institutionalized. You're not going to be the same. I don't care. You do 6 months in a cell or anything other than that, you're not coming out the same. No matter how much you like to be that, he can come out a better and sharper mind, but he still has to adjust to the times of where reality is at.
No, that's facts.
Do y'all think he even gets to a level where he was status-wise, money-wise ever again?
No, they killed that.
It's over. First of all, the feds killed that. Second of all, any chance of legally getting there, looks like 50 killed that. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all.
I think he's able, if this keeps spilling over and they never had no paperwork, I think a lot of these niggas will continue to fuck with Cub. Because a lot of these niggas still will. We don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. It's probably niggas secretly fucking with Cuz.
I was just about to say, I guarantee you there's dudes secretly fucking with him right now. The same ones who on the internet acting like, man, I'm hands off. Guaranteed, hey, bro, still throwing cut bags and all that. Like, man, you know how these niggas do.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think he should be more worried about building his brand at this point, trying to catch up to the times and, you know, be stable instead of trying to combat this beef with 50, where like 50 already up here. He got bread. He could do this shit all day. He could do this shit for the next 15 years if he wanted to.
The thing is with that type of jacket, he has to, it's like a cancer because it's growing. He has to kill it off now. He has to kill it off, or that's going to stop him from making a lot of money or having access in places that he normally would or could have.
Because realistically, he's only around that status because of his rep of what he did in the past. So if that rep is taken away with a rat snitch jacket, it's over. That's his whole
You ain't got nothing else
everything.
to cling
It's
to.
nothing else to cling to. What else are we clinging to? You Big Meech, the drug lord who didn't rat. You did 20 years in the feds, kept it solid, welcome home. Here goes the fruits of your labor. Once we take that away, it's over.
It's crazy though, because like how we was talking about Sammy the Bull and them type of people, like they're quote unquote rats, and they are probably bigger now than they was back then.
Nah,
So is
Sammy
there a
the
way for
Bull's-
him to?
Sammy the Bull's not bigger.
You don't think he's
big.
bigger now?
That nigga was
Fuck
running
no,
for his
nigga.
life. He's
Yeah.
probably still running for his life. He doing other shit. Matter of fact, he tried to get back in the game. He got caught with where did he get caught running like a gambling spot? They had a bunch of
I think it was in
meth.
Arizona or some shit like
Arizona,
that.
I think
Yeah.
like an e-pill factory or something. That
Him and
nigga
his
got caught with
sons.
some
Yeah,
crazy
that's true.
shit. Yeah, so
That's true.
hell no, he ain't gonna never be the same. But people don't understand the drastic change of doing time. Like bro pointed out, like literally, imagine doing 20 years. I didn't do nowhere near 20 years, but when I did get out, the world felt different. I remember I took my $200 before I went to the train station. First thing I bought was a bag of hot Cheetos. On Jesus, bought my Greyhound ticket, a bag of hot chips. But the world, when you walk out of the gate and then they driving you to the front of the damn prison and they let you out, the world feel like it's moving in slow-mo. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, that's how it felt. I've seen the cars go by, the shit, nothing felt real. Everything felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. Then I'm on the bus, on the Greyhound, I'm just like, this is crazy. It's people just sitting next to you freely, and you like, what the? You gotta adjust. That first week, you just like, what the fuck? I could really just come and go. It fuck with you mentally a little bit.
Yeah, when I remember when I came home, the world's upside down. I remember walking outside, seeing my brother, seeing my mama. I'm just looking like, damn, my sister lost hella weight. People look different. It's just a lot of adjusting. A lot of things was different. I really just was just observing everything. It's like you seeing the world brand new again. Like it, but you have a sense of gratitude about everything. But nigga, I was happy to walk inside of Vines, nigga, and still moving around that motherfucker crazy.
Nigga be happy to
I'm
walk
like,
to the store. Oh,
yeah,
God.
but even then, you still have a certain demeanor or certain things that you got to adjust to. Because I never forget, I remember we was out on the rocks, and motherfuckers was looking at me like, why you looking like that? But you so used to being on guard on the yard, you paying, it's so many people. Nigga, I ain't been around like this in a long time. And moving around fast as fuck, you like, when shit like that happen, you know, yard finna go down. So it's a lot of adjusting. I could just imagine 20 years. I didn't do 20 years, but I could just imagine that.